What's up, YouTubers, and welcome back if you've watched any of my other restoration tutorial videos. In this video I'm going to show you how a Volkswagen, like a classic Beetle Type 3 Karmann Ghia, how their speedometer cable works and how I'm about to repair and replace mine. So if you watched any of my other videos, you've seen I got 3 Series 2A Land Rovers. I went to go work on one of them and try to get it up and running and completely failed, so I decided just to sell all 3 of them. I got $100 bill, y'all. That's where I'm at with that. Eventually I'm going to pick up probably an old Chevy pickup or Fleetline or Deluxe or Styline. Anyways, for this video I'm going to show you how the speedometer cable works. For some reason my speedometer cable was working and then it stopped, so yeah, in this video I'm gonna fix my speedometer cable and teach you guys how the speedometer cable works on these old classic Volkswagens. First thing you're gonna need to do is you're gonna obviously need to lift your car up, and then you're gonna have to take your driver's side front wheel off. Let's get to it. So the speedometer cable on these bugs run from the back of the speedometer down and then typically go through this hole right here. I wired this bug and didn't know what this hole was until I actually did research on the speedometer cable. So if you're adding your speedometer cable, have it go through this hole, not through this wire loom kind of hole here. So the speedometer cable comes down, locks into the little fender well right there, comes in behind the brake drum, and then this little square notch right here in the grease cap, there's a little pin that comes out, and that's actually where your speedometer cable walks into. So you can see that's probably why mine's not working, is there's no cable coming through this little square. So let's get to that. Alright, so like I said, I don't have the speedometer cable coming out of the right place, which is right here in the little fender well. I like to, have a clean conscience and do things right when I can, so I'm gonna reroute all these wires how they're supposed to be rerouted and do the job right. So let me do that and then we'll get back to working on the speedometer cable. Okay, a little trick I learned before I run that cable back through the fender well. You can actually take a drill and attach it to the end of this cable and spin it to make sure that your problem isn't in your actual speedometer, that it's, just the end of the cable or something like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and test that right now. Alright, speedometer cable out of the speedometer's working. So now I just need to run the speedometer through this little hole right here. The grommet that was in there kind of like decayed and broke away, so I'm gonna put in a new grommet. Gonna go ahead and do that, and then I'm gonna run the cable through. So start running the cable through the top here, and then when you come out the bottom, you want to make sure you don't push all the way through because you want to actually get it through this channel guide right here. So run it through, get it through this channel. Okay, pull the cable through. So you pull the cable down through. I have the speedometer cable on top of the tie rod. It feels like that's going to be the least susceptible to being hit by anything if I ran it into the back. And then it's going to come right through the center of the brake drum. And we're just going to push it through till the square nipple lines up, popping out of that square grease hole. There we go. Now it's through. Alright, with the pin through, I just take a little E-clip and then line it up with the guides and clip it on down. Cool, E-clip is clipped. Now let's just put the wheel back on and we're all done. Alright, so that was it. Yeah, speedometer cables are a pretty easy thing to make work on classic cars, but for some reason lots of classic cars don't have working speedometers. If this video helped you out, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down at the bottom. If you guys like these kind of videos, then I have a lot of them posted on my channel. Thanks for watching.